On this episode of Play for Keeps, we're talking about the Marvel Legends Venom Spider-Man retro card exclusive to Wal-Mart, celebrating 85 years of Marvel.
Another action figure of me? Am I a joke to you? Actually, this one looks pretty cool. I want to see more. Hit the music.
Welcome to Play for Keeps, where we dive into the fascinating world of all things collectibles, from toys to memorabilia, from hobbyists to pros. We're here to discuss our hobby, reminisce about the past, and look to the next wave of collecting. Alright, so let's just jump right into it, right? This figure has been hyped up big time. When Walmart put it up for pre-sale, pre-orders sold out almost immediately, and people have been getting them. I've seen a lot of posts online, and they're saying this might be the best Venom action figure we've gotten from Hasbro and Marvel Legends, and I'm here to see what that's about. Just upon first looks, I gotta agree, right? So we love the beautiful retro card from Spider-Man. It's very reminiscent of the Venom PulseCon exclusive from a couple years ago. Some different artwork, but otherwise, packaging looks the same. Yeah. The figure, however, is a little different, right? So we're gonna get into it. This is a big, bulky boy. You know what I mean? So let's open this thing up, get him out, and just, oh yeah, that fresh toy, new toy smell, right? So we have the head with the lashing tongue out, and we have the alternate head with the big toothy Venom grin and two alternate fist hands, okay? So first, just picking this thing up, it's got some weight to it, man. This is a big boy, right? The head spins all the way around the tongue. You could actually pose that tongue if you could get a little heat on it, I think. Shoulder joints are great. They do stop right there. You're gonna have to rotate them around if you want to get a higher, stance. But that's pretty normal with Marvel Legends anyway. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of like butterfly in those shoulders. The elbows are double jointed. They will bend all the way back. Looking real good. He's a pretty flexible guy to be as big as he is. Honestly, the wrist flex, just normal like a toy. It does hit there on that little like veiny, venomy spot there on the wrist. It kind of protrudes a little bit to stop it from going all the way, but it definitely goes all the way in, right? So let's talk about the torso. You can spin him all the way around. He's got ab crunch. You can get him pretty far back and pretty far forward. Not bad. Like, look at that. He can bend all the way down and almost all the way back. This guy's going to be doing the limbo. His head, however, will not go all the way up because it's hitting the back of... He's got some huge traps. This guy looks like Brock Lesnar, all right? Brock meet Brock, right? It's a pretty good play in the hips. He's not the most flexible guy at the hips, but it's not bad. His feet, however, are great. We have that thigh spin there, that little spot there where we can spin them all the way around, and it's real movable. They're not real tight. Double jointed knees, you can get them all the way back. You can put him in some really cool web slinging poses, and those times where he's just jumping at Spider-Man, ready to attack at any moment. His feet, man, there's a lot of ankle play here. You can spin these things all the way around. You can get them left to right almost all the way, up and down. There's no toe crunch to it, but that's okay. I do love those big feet though. They look great because they look like boots and not feet. But you know what? This is a really good figure. He's big and bulky, and I like that. Let's change out these hands real quick and see what we got with the fists, right? Change out this head, too. It's a little tough. I'm not gonna lie. This head kind of has the same play. You're not really gonna look up really high. You're not gonna look down real low. You're gonna have to use a lot of the abs and the torso to do that. Look at the biceps on this guy. What a monster. I love it. Let's put him in a flex. Let's go! So yeah, this guy just screams bulk. Like, he's big and he's strong. And that head sculpt is beautiful. I love it. I think it looks great. I love that grin. This is way better than the cell shading we got on the PulseCon exclusive, I think. Like, he's just a flat black, and I can throw some red light on him and you can see how it's shining off of him. He's got a really good paint coat. It's shiny. It looks like a symbiote. You can put him in some really dynamic poses. I love my Venom just diving violently at his prey. I think it just looks great overall, All right, so let's get down to some comparisons, okay? We've got the King in Black 2-pack Venom. We've got the Marvel Legends 85th Anniversary Walmart exclusive retro card that we're reviewing today. And then we've got the Marvel Select Venom from a couple years ago. Right out of the bat, you can tell that this is a new mold. This Venom is a new mold, and he's got a bigger waist. He's got bigger legs. He is a bulkier guy. He is a little bit shorter. That may be my one tick on this figure, but his body type, this mold, this sculpt is great. Okay, from the head down to the toes, they just got it right. The King in Black is very athletic looking. This one, much more of a bodybuilder, and then the Marvel Select was much more of like an alien monster to me, right? With the big long claws and lanky legs and arms and huge shoulders. This guy, he is going to pose much better, in my opinion, and he doesn't have those stupid toes, which, whatever. But overall, man, in comparison, I love my Venom figures, but this one, I gotta say, it lives up to the hype. I think it lives up to the hype. It may be one of the best Venom figures we've gotten from Marvel. So with all that being said, I gotta admit, it lives up to the hype. It is as advertised. From the paint job to the head sculpts, the hands, the arms, the legs, other than a few nitpick things like I brought up earlier, it's almost perfect. Funny enough, I didn't have a Venom on my Spider-Man shelf because I didn't really think those other two figures were worthy. This guy is. And look, I know this guy is a Walmart exclusive, right? But I still want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store, where you can find other really cool Spider-Man retro card figures and Venom merchandise. And if you think this figure lives up to the hype, or this review convinced you that it might be, hit me with a thumbs up. Look, I'm not saying I'm a Venom fan, but I'm kind of a Venom fan. And for my last pitch, consider subscribing to Nerd Initiative, where we're trying to build a really cool toys and collectibles community that's all about positivity and fun. And it goes beyond that, with comic books and movies and streaming and pro wrestling. Whatever your taste may be, we have a positive pop culture community just for you. We are Mickey CWK Smith. Be kind to yourself, and don't just play for fun. Play for keeps. We'll see you next time.